I got some of this for you.
Goodness. For me?
Yeah, just for you.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win and finishing out preseason. Can you kind of explain your thought process on the shuffle you had on the right wing? The second through fourth lines, they seemed to shuffle throughout the game. What were you looking for, and did you see it?
I did out of Winterton. There was, anytime you shuffle the lines, you're looking for some kind of a spark. I didn't think we were sharp, and so, we moved people around a little bit to try and create a spark. And I thought that Goudreau, Winterton, and Cartier played well.
Hey, Lane, you had, Winterton had a bunch of scoring chances, and tonight obviously he finished a couple of them. What's your thoughts about the way he played tonight and throughout camp?
I liked the way he played, obviously. It's not necessarily just because he scored. I mean, it's always, you can always like a guy when he scores. Maybe, he might score, and there's other things in his game that he didn't do well, but he did a lot of things well, and he's done a lot of things well in camp. He's in position, he skates well. He looks to me like he fits, in potential situations. So when you talk about training camp and you talk about a last game, which we talked about this morning, make an impression, he made an impression.
Lane, game like that, especially the first period with all the penalties, is there, in a preseason game, anything good to come out of that in terms of special teams, getting to kill some penalties, getting the power play, just all the, you're trying to get things worked through, so is there any positive to that?
Yeah, there is, like you say, you got to work on the power play, you got to work on the penalty kill. Obviously, throughout the preseason, we've been in the box a couple of games, too much for my liking, and we're going to have to clean that up.
One other thing, just overall impressions. Preseason's over now, camp's over, you're headed into the regular season. Just where you think this team is, how you'd evaluate everything. Obviously, a lot of guys are out, but just overall thoughts.
Yeah, well, you evaluate what you have. Yes, we have players out, but you certainly evaluate what you have. And let's just say this: I think we've had 2 days off in 14 days. The preseason ends at a good time for us. I know that our players are somewhat fatigued. We had a couple of days here to get away and do some team building, and then come back, start practice Saturday, and get ready for next Thursday. But I will say that every player has given it everything they've got, and they've done a really good job of embracing what we're asking, and it's still a work in progress.
Lane, what did you see out of your starting goaltender tonight in the final tune-up game here?
I thought he played well. I thought he was sharp. He had multiple situations where there was some traffic in front, and from that standpoint, I thought he played really well. Again, like I say, we have some areas we have to clean up with that. Maybe not expose him so much, but he played well when he had to.
Lane, what feedback do you give to Berkeley Catton after he commits 3 minor penalties pretty early in the game?
Well, he's finding his way in the league, and it's completely different than he's ever played before, and for the most part, anyways. And so, we just keep working with him, and he's not the only one who took stick penalties and hooking and this and that. So we just have to clean it up overall as a group.
Coach, acknowledging that injuries are an X factor, how close are you to setting your opening night lineup, and what will go into your decision to finalize that opening night lineup? Will it be discussions with coaches, reviewing video? What goes into finalizing your roster decisions?
Well, I think right from the very start, when I first even came and interviewed for the job, it was, it's a combination of, our general manager, myself, president, and our coaching staff. So, we'll make some decisions based on what we think is best. It's always, some players have done a really good job of making things difficult, and, kudos to them for that. And like I said before, it's always a good problem to have when you have to make tough decisions. So we're going to do, we'll look at where we sit, what I've always talked about, roles and defining things, injuries. They are what they are. We have to move forward from that, and we'll see how guys progress here over the next few days.
Last one here.
Hey, Coach, right here. You mentioned that you're going to take your team away for some team building activities. What do you have in mind, and what are you looking to get accomplished from these activities?
Well, we want everybody to get together, and again, when you can go away, whatever you do, whether it's have dinner together, whether it's play cards or play golf or whatever it is you do, it's a good opportunity for our guys to bond together and come together, and they've earned the break, and we're giving it to them.